Hello, hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy. And before we get started today, I'd like to say a big welcome to new subscribers, Christine and Dottie Gin. Hello, welcome. I was reminded yesterday by the lovely Lynette that I had completely forgot to put up the 5-item challenge in February. Excuse me, slurp of coffee there. I'm afraid February just completely ran away with me. There was so much going on and I just completely forgot. So today I thought we would do another 2-for-1 video because I'm going to do my Teabag art challenge as part of it. And I thought we could, for our 5 items, we could use obviously a tea bag. If you're a household that for some reason doesn't have a tea bag, you could use a coffee bag if you have those, or you could use a secondary piece of fabric. A piece of fabric can be a tiny little scrap, whatever. A stamp, a rubber stamp of some sort, entirely up to you. A piece of lace, again any type of lace, can be off clothing as I often recommend, or one of these bought, you know, from a craft type shop. I believe this one comes from the range, about 70p or something. And an image from a book. So you've got a book image, some lace, a rubber stamp, some fabric and a tea bag. That's what we're going to use this month. And what we are going to make with our 5 items is I'm going to call it a pocket bag, or a bag pocket. Now this is one of the pages that I tore out of my Marguerite Miller challenge book, because if you remember it had something like 80 pages and we only needed 52, one for each week of the year. So I'm going to tear off the damaged edge like that, so that I've got, and keep this, it's lovely on journal pages, and so that I've got this nice rectangle of paper. And then I'm going to fold it, but I'm not going to fold it in half. I'm going to leave myself about a 1/2 inch area, like so. And then I'm going to fold that 1/2 inch over. You will have seen this done before, I'm sure. It's not a new idea. I'm going to fold that over, and that is going to be the join. So we will glue down there and along the bottom, and then it will become like a pocket. And then to make it more like an old-fashioned sort of sweetie bag, we could use, if I can find them, the funny shaped scissors, and that will give us a bag top. So how are we going to decorate this up? Well, first of all, obviously I need to do some fussy cutting. So I'm going to reach into my scissor pot. These are my lovely Helen's scissors, sent to me by the lovely Helen, one of my subscribers. As you know, they're well used. I use them all the time. Now, this fabric is sort of blue and red as part of my Christmas Advent fabrics, and obviously the tea bag is brown, so I need to find a bird colour that's going to sit nicely with that. And straight away I've landed on this song thrush. Well, obviously that works. I don't know that that overly works, but I do feel like it's a nice fussy cut shape, and it's definitely going to be the right size for my bag. So I think I'm not going to bother to look anymore. I'm just going to pull my page out, not my bag, my page. Seriously, I'm getting my words all muddled up. And I'm just going to fussy cut this out. So obviously you may be using an image from a book that is maybe a flower or a mushroom, or you may be doing your own version of a paper doll or something like that. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. As long as it's from a book, it's fulfilling the criteria. Now I'm just going to fussy cut around this. Fortunately, there's no hard odd edges, so this shouldn't take any time at all to trim out. I trust everybody's happy, safe and well. I will be doing the birthday drawer tomorrow. So there's 3 items in the birthday drawer. There is the mini journal that I made with the pieces from your creative studio, or your creative studio. And there's also a number of bits from the actual box. I've included the stamps, some of the stamps and extra papers. There is the needle case that we made on Sunday at the request of the cat. Is it 5620? I think that lady's name is. Sorry if I've got that wrong. But there was a request made for that needle case. So that's in the drawer as well. And I've got a small ephemera envelope thingy in the style of the one that Carol Tinson did on a swap that I did, must be 3 years ago now. So I've got one of those as well, and it's got real vintage ephemera. So if you haven't yet commented on the appropriate videos, then to be in that drawer, then you need to think about doing that if you're interested in being in the drawer. And the appropriate videos are obviously the ones where I'm made or showed you the making of the needle case and the Your Creative Studio journal, and then the one for the ephemera envelope thingy as Carol called it. You'll need to make sure you've got a comment on today's video, and I will be jotting down all the names, putting them on bits of paper. We'll put them in a bowl and we'll do a video tomorrow of pulling those out. I've also got a couple of birthday presents that I haven't yet deliberately opened that I'd like to share with you on that same video. One is from the lovely Helen. Thank you, Helen. I got it on the table. It came yesterday. Deliberately not opened it. I'll open it tomorrow on camera. And my friend and niece, the lady that I'm always telling you about, that's got the beautiful fabrics. She's got almost a craft shop in her house where she used to have a shop that she had to close due to illness. So our house is full of craft supplies, and she has sent over some of those in an awesome pack as a birthday present, which again I will show you tomorrow. So we're going to have lots of fun on tomorrow's video. Make sure you check in and say hi. Right, I haven't fussy cut that very well at all. I feel like this branch has been cut quite badly, but I don't want to risk snipping a bit off. So there is our bird. So we're going to start. Now I've just thrown my brown ink on the floor under my desk and I don't know where it's gone. I can't see it. So we are going to be inking up in ground espresso rather than sepia today. So the first thing I want to do is cut my top off. So I've got my fancy scissors. You don't have to do this. I just thought it would add that lovely old-fashioned sweet bag look to the bag pocket. And there you go. I will leave a link for Denise's Etsy shop if you want to have a look at the fabric bags that she's got. Anybody that's interested in slow stitching. I do believe that she's going to be adding some stamps. They will obviously be used. When she had the shop and she was running craft workshops, she obviously had to have more than one of the same stamp, so she's got lots and lots of doubles, even trebles, and I've been helping her this morning bag them up. So they'll be coming, I would have thought, to her shop fairly soon, although she is due to go off on holiday, so it might be when she comes back. But anyway, so I will list her shop in the description so that you can go and have a look if you're interested, even just for a nosy. Okay, so we've got this, we've trimmed our edge, we're now going to glue it up, or I'm going to glue mine up, and I'm just putting glue on that turnover piece and then across the bottom like that. Rub that extra bit off, we don't want that on there. And then if you just literally bring that round like so, you'll have made yourself a bag pocket, and then you can obviously put it into a pocket as a bag, or you can stick it down and use it just as a pocket. Now I notice I need to run the ink down the edge, so just down there like that. Okay, so that's our bag stroke pocket now all made, and I'm just going to decorate it up. Now I think that what I want for mine is fabric and background, so get myself a bit of a border, so I'm going to trim it there and tear it because it's lovely cotton, it tears beautifully. Okay, and then obviously we want to come in a bit, tear that piece off as well, like so. Give myself some lovely frayed edges. I do love a frayed edge, as you know. Okay, I've got my fabric glue here. I'm just gonna get that. Through there, like that. Oh, wrong lid, look at me. Seriously, going slowly mad. I'm going to pop that on in the centre. Smooth that out, like so. And then I think I want to stick my bird on there like that, but I'm going to put my tea bag underneath, and I'm going to stamp on my tea bag. Now this was called a song thrush, so it would be quite nice to get an ST, wouldn't it, on this bag, this tea bag. So let's find a block, and I'm going to put my capital capital, is that the right way around? Yes. Capital S, and then my capital T, and I'm just gonna set it down a bit because I don't want them in a straight line. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna find my black ink. Oh, I just want to, which way round? I think we'll go that way, and we'll leave the open end. So we want to stamp here, get the black ink. Obviously you could use blue or red if you wanted to. In fact, shall we find red? Because that will tie in with the flower, won't it? Let me just jump up, see if I can find some bright red. Here we go. Now, this is just a Hobbycraft one. It's not a expensive Tim Holtz or anything like that. Let's just see how we get on with that. In fact, it might even, looks like it might be dry. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's pretty dry. I'll have to see if I can wake that back up. And I've got another red. I have got a Mr. Holtz. You can hear me rummaging around, can't you? Sorry, that wasn't very organised of me, was it? Now I've got this one, Dovecraft. Let's see if this one's got any colour in it. I know it used to be super, oh yeah, there's colour in there, look. It used to be super squidgy. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So we get all the excess off now that we know it's going to work. Okay, and then we'll give it a little tap. Okay, we'll see how this works. I think I'm going to go off once. Oh, I don't think that tea is going to work now, but anyway. Oh yeah, that's not bad, is it? In fact, look, it's on my desk. Okay, so we got the song thrush on the tea bag. We've got the bird on there like that, and then I'm going to have a little piece of lace, and I'm actually probably going to cut this lace in half. Yeah, I'm going to get my big fabric scissors and I'm going to cut that in half. We can use that piece another time, and then we just rough it up. That's nice, and that is going to sit under that branch. So I'm going to put this on first. So there's my piece of lace. on there. And then my tea bag is going to go on that edge like so. Okay. And then I'm going to fix my bird on so that the branch goes over the tea and is just above that bit of lace. So get this book back. And those of you that have been watching the spring journal, the one that seems to be turning into the treasured page journal because it's got bits from swaps over there, might be interesting to know that whilst I was at my friend Denise's this morning, she had that same napkin that Jeanette sent me, which, if any of you loved it, I've just discovered because of being at Denise's that it actually comes from Morrison's if you're in the UK. And she had a couple, so I've stolen 2 from her, which means I've got more of that napkin to use on the inside of the journal. So that's super exciting, because I was sad that I didn't have any more, so I'm pleased about that. And now, obviously, in case I don't choose to stick this down as a pocket, I choose to use it as a bag, I'm going to do some glue on there. Turn that over again. I'm just going to do some more decoration on the back, not a major amount, just a little bit. So I don't want to use the S and the T, A because they're covered in red, B because I just use them on the back. And I'm going to do a multi-stamp. Now, I've showed you this many times before, and this is where I put lots of stamps on the block, and it gives us a chance to lay them out however we would like them laid out. So I've got the V the right way, I've got the P and the Q going the wrong way. I'm going to add a number 6 in there. We could actually add a question mark down there. And we're basically creating, you know, our own stamp by using different stamps, if that makes any sense at all. I'm going to put that one round that corner, and then, oh, we've already got 6, we don't want 9, but we could use a number 7, so we could put that one there. I like to call this my creating a Tim Holtz stamp, because whenever you see his stamps that have got numbers and letters and things on, they're always, or they seem to always be going in different directions. So I like to do that. Now, what have I got here? That's wild honey. That's worn lipstick. We could use worn lipstick. So we are using red, but it's a different red to the one that we used on the front. And I'm just gonna put that on there. Like that. And now I'll turn it round and do it that way. This is an interesting way that you can, you know, create your own stamps. Now that's not going to be okay, so I just think it's a bit of fun, that's all. Mustn't take your crafting too seriously, in my opinion. And then I'll do the V and the P to go down there like that. There we go. We've got a nice mismatch of stamping. And then I think I'm just going to sort of repeat what I did on the front, in that I'm going to cut a little bit of fabric, not as big this time. Like so. Like that. I'm going to pop that in the centre. I had that little half piece of lace, so I'm going to pop that on and down there like that, just to tie it all in so there's interest on the back as well as on the front. And that is my 5-item paper bag pocket. Now I'm going to call this the January, sorry, no I'm not. I'm going to call this the March challenge, because it is the 1st of March and I totally missed February. So I do apologise. So there's your March challenge, and we will do another one properly on the 1st of April, but be warned, that's April Fool's Day. Stay safe. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back with you very soon. Bye bye for now.